Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Kog'Maw game, and we are doing an AP Kog'Maw game. This is a ranked game, so we're going to see a little bit higher level gameplay. Not so much higher level, but more try-hard gameplay than we normally see. Not as much troll builds and things like that, hopefully, and lots of boots and potions. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, all kinds of boots and potions. So let's go to Kog'Maw. He is on the other team, and we are going to focus the camera on him. So, yeah, AP Kog'Maw. It's kind of a build you have to practice. It's not a super hard one, but it's definitely one that you need to familiarize yourself with. Because AP Kog'Maw is really dependent on hitting his ultimate. His ultimate has a very good AP ratio, and because you can spam it, it is, well, a very good weapon, and it has a very long range. But yeah, you also have your glue, your void ooze, that helps out. And once again we see someone standing in this bush. Every time we see an invade with someone in this bush, they get killed. So you might want to avoid that bush in general. Or, yeah, well, you might want to stand over here somewhere. Or, I don't know, but if people are coming in here, especially if they have a Blitzcrank or an Alistar, then you're pretty much dead. So, I'm not sure, yeah, in this game there's nobody that can actually grab you, so I think he would be fine even if someone came in. And we can see that there isn't, so yeah, we're going to see a support brand here, which is interesting to say the least. And he is going some extra gold, it seems. No. Okay. I thought this was... Oh, no. You can get 3 potions normally, and you can trade... you apparently have 5 gold left then, or something like that. And yeah, that of course would allow you to buy a ward instead of 2 potions. But support brand, sure, why not? You can do virtually anything. So, as a support, as long as you do your duties of placing wards and not taking too much farm. You of course have to take farm still if someone is, well, missing the farm. Anyway, on one of the other videos I wanted to discuss that a little bit. A discussion arose that I'm putting out too many videos and people can't watch all of them. That's not the point. You're supposed to watch videos that you like to see. And if you don't like to see low level gameplay, then just watch the ranked games. Or just watch the higher elo gameplay or whatever. But I'm putting out gameplay for everyone. And I'm allowing everyone to have a video on my channel if they want to. And therefore I find it a really strange argument to say I don't enjoy your videos because you put out so many videos. That is just kind of a, yeah, probably one of the stupidest arguments you can make. Because, yeah, not liking my videos, that's fine, that's your opinion. But not liking them because I put out many videos, that is just plain stupid. I mean, the videos don't become any different just because I put out more of them. It's just that there are more of them. So yeah, don't compare me to someone like Colby Cheese who has like 500,000 subscribers, because I don't have 500,000 subscribers, so I cannot put out one video a day and hope to get 500,000 subscribers. I have to get my name out there, and the only way to do that is to cast a lot of games. So that's what I'm doing. And by the way, 99% of all viewers like the fact that that I put out many games, because then they have something to watch. And if they don't like to watch AP Kog'Maw own it up here in a ranked game, then they're welcome to go see another game. But yeah, of course, there's always something in your inbox that you will like. And yes, some of my games are low level, and I always mention that if people mention that to me, or if I see that there are no junglers in the game, or, well, you can basically judge that from like the first 3 minutes of gameplay. And if you can't, then you probably shouldn't watch this channel, because yeah, then you should probably just go watch streams. Then at least you know that you get high level gameplay and you don't have to doubt yourself. So anyway, this is a little bit higher than normal. This is about 1400 ELO. It's not super high, of course, but it is still people who have played some games before, at least. Currently we are at 24 to 19, so he's up a few minions, basically because this Karthus pushed the lane a little bit too much and now doesn't want to well, move forward too much, because he's afraid that the jungler might come in to kill him. Of course the jungler is top at this moment, and oh, they do pick off one of the... hang on. They do pick off the laner there, and yeah, a nice flash from Udyr gets him out of that. And unfortunately the kill not that lucky, and Amumu is going to, or should be fine. There's not enough mana on this guy to cast his Omen of Pestilence, I think. Yeah, there was. So I don't know. Yeah, he couldn't have killed him anyway, so it's all good. And then we go to bottom lane, where there's a kill as well. Yeah, I missed the kill already. It doesn't really matter. It's not about getting all of the kills. And yes, nicely done. Of course, Misfortune can do a lot of damage to Brand if he doesn't buy any armor. And Brand should position himself differently in this case, because he was behind the enemy team, and yeah, as Brand, as a squishy champion, you never want to be there. Even if you're tankier like Alistar, you still don't want to be there. And wow, there was a lot of harassment going down on Karthus. Karthus has to recall there, and Kog'Maw has a little bit of free farm. So yeah, nicely done, and that's exactly what you need to do. You need to burst down your opponents and hope that you don't get burst down in return. So is Karthus level 6 as well? Yes, he is. So he is going to pick up some kills, well, whenever he can, when people get low. And that is of course a very nice addition to your team. AP Kog'Maw doesn't have an ability like that, but he is, well, very good in team fights. Yeah, the ability to just bombard someone from way past their range is very strong, and especially if you have ultimate level 3, you can bombard them from over a screen away. And is he going to die? No. Oh wow. Tower shot taken by Misfortune, but they don't dare to go in because of this Lux. Lux is a really nice support champion for protecting the carry. She's not really good late game, but the snare is really useful for keeping your support alive, your carry alive when they're trying to get away. Snare and a slow, of course, and yeah, if you use them correctly, you can even do a lot of damage with them in the late game. But yeah, she's just a really nice support player, support champion to play, and she's pretty hard to play against if she's played correctly. And to be honest, I'm not a great Lux player. I played her like 5 times and that's about it. So I'm not really good at that. Oh, Kog'Maw getting a nice slow off, but then, yeah, staying in a little bit too long. And almost got caught by the Udyr, because that slow only lasts for a little bit. And if he got caught there, he would have died, because he cannot go up against 2 enemy champions, obviously. So you saw the mistake he made. He should have tagged each of the minions first and then used the slow instead of the other way around, because this way he lost one of the minions, at least one, maybe 2. But yeah, you want to avoid using AoE spells unless you know you can kill with them. But yeah, well, we're learning. Anyway, going for the Tear of the Goddess, which is kind of a, well, something you don't really need on Kog'Maw. And wow, going in here, getting all of the damage done, and unfortunately Brand a little bit too greedy. We will rewatch that fight from a little bit earlier, because I want to see why Brand was so low to begin with. He was he was already low here. And so Amumu, yeah, he gets killed by the Karthus ultimate. Oh, and there goes the rest of Brand's health. Yeah, so here he should have ran out. He was fine, and instead of just running out, he gets killed by the misfortune. And the greediness of people really surprises me every now and then, because you know that you're going to get killed if you do something like that. Where's this guy going? He was over here and then he runs all the way over here for some reason. Don't really understand that. But anyway, a nice play by Yorick, obviously. Yorick, who also has a Tear of the Goddess, but Yorick needs a Tear of the Goddess. Kog'Maw really doesn't. So it's kind of an investment you don't need to make. You can get away with far less mana. For example, going Catalyst, like this guy is probably doing. No, he hasn't built it yet. But yeah, it also depends on your jungler, of course. You need to get the blue buff when it's up. And oh, they're going to catch him here. Get the slow off, and come on. Did he hit him? No, he didn't get revealed. Kog'Maw knows that he's probably there. And yes, they did see him. Yeah, I can of course turn on the vision of one of the teams, and that way it's possible, of course, to see what they can see and what they can't see. But I'm assuming they could see from the ultimate there. Oh, Amumu, come on! How did you miss that? Yeah, they couldn't kill him anyway. Kog'Maw doesn't have any AP yet, and yeah, the Amumu, well, doesn't have any damage in general. Well, any damage items. He does quite a bit of damage from just his normal skills. But Udyr can just walk out of that. No problem with his bear stance. And especially combined with the turtle stance, it's virtually impossible to kill him if you don't have enough damage. And they don't have enough damage. So yeah, that's why Udyr can come in whenever he wants. And let's see, 53 versus 71. So he is definitely winning this lane. Almost 20 minions over. That's over a kill. Because Karthus has 1 kill, 1 assist. He has 3 assists. So yeah, they're about equal at this point, I would say. Maybe a little bit ahead. No. Yeah, well, it's about equal. It also depends on which minions you missed. If you miss a lot of the first minions, the melee minions, then it costs you a lot more gold than if you... Oh wow, a triple kill. Wow, let's see how that happened. So, first of all, we get this kill. And, well, obviously Karthus is going to pick up that kill, but then these two. How did this guy die? So whoever was the third one, doesn't really matter. I don't know how... Oh, he died because of the tower shot. Now I saw it. It came in just after the Karthus ultimate hit, but it looked like he still had a lot of health left, and then all of a sudden he died. But that shot hit at the same time. So triple kill for Karthus, and that is not good. Now he is at 4,000 gold with our Kog'Maw here at 3,000. So yeah, now he's ahead. Well, by 1,000 gold. So that is a big deal. And now yeah, he's also going to outlevel the Kog'Maw by a little. It's just 1 level for now. It's probably less than a level. Yeah, assuming that I can see that still. Oh, very risky move by Udyr here. But yeah, and he is going to die. Double buff goes to Kog'Maw. Nicely played. Yeah, so he is currently level 10, and yeah, he's just very, very small amount behind on Karthus in XP. And Karthus gets killed again. And oh, yep, he is going to die. And come on. Yes, that did do the damage, but it's not going to matter because nobody is going to pick up this Yorick unless he just suicides in to 3 enemies. Okay, that was highly unnecessary by him, of course. He knew he was low, and then he still runs into the enemy jungle for some reason. I was assuming he would be smarter than that, but yeah, well, never overestimate the Yorick players, I guess. Now that was definitely his mistake. He had double buff, he was low health, he picked up a kill, he should just back out. And nobody was going to... well, he got damaged over here, then he knew he couldn't chase the kill because kill has a movement speed buff. And he cannot catch up with that. Not in time before she gets into the turrets. And yeah, let's just watch this, just for the fun of it. Yeah, she makes the same mistake as Brand did earlier, standing behind the enemy team. That is, yeah, not going to work out really well for you. As a support, you really, really don't want to stand behind the enemy team, because you're just going to get killed. And yeah, she, like any support, only has gold items, which don't provide a whole lot, and she doesn't even have the Heart of Gold. He did learn from his earlier mistake, by the way. He landed the ultimate first, then did the glue. Because with the ultimate first and then the glue, you can actually pick up the back minions pretty easily. And yeah, now he did it the other way around, so apparently it was just coincidental. But yeah, you want to avoid taking out, well, not taking out the minions, but damaging them so much that the last hits will be lost to you. That is of course not what you want. You want to avoid that at all costs, because that is probably the most annoying thing to happen if you're trying to last hit like that. So yeah, they pick up another kill here. Good eye on Karthus there, watching this team fight in the bottom lane. That's why he backed off. And double kill, well, a triple kill for that team, I think. Oh no, first kill was picked up by Amumu. Never mind, Amumu wasn't killed at first. But yeah, the Yorick goes down to Kale. Kale has a lot of kills by now because she picked up a few kills in the mid lane as well. So she has 4 kills already. Brand has 5 kills. Even though he's not a carry, he still does a lot of damage. And especially the damage over time effect is really strong in, well, picking off the last hits on enemies. So his innate ability, basically. Yeah, Karthus 4 kills, Yorick 4 kills, and then the support and jungler both at 3 deaths, 0 kills. But yeah, it's all about the turrets in the end, or the minions in the end. 120 here for Kill, 99 for Kog'Maw, so they can pretty much keep up with anyone. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I had to fix some real life stuff there. And we are just going to jump back a few seconds. I think, at least, if I timed this correctly, we should be at about the same level. So a lot of ages for Karthus there. And Kog'Maw are going for a Soul Stealer. That's a very risky if you are if you have 1 kill and 4 assists. Because you need about 5 stacks to make that worth it. To make that worth the gold, that is. You need about, I don't know, about 7 or 8 stacks to make up for the item slot. So depending on whether it is early game, mid game, late game, well, one of the two. In the early game, of course, it's just the gold cost. In the late game, it's just the item slot that's important. And yeah, blue buff not only getting stolen here, but also losing 2 kills. Wow, that is a great turnaround there for our team here. And did he get stacks? Yeah, he got 1 stack, only from that second kill. I saw he got an assist on that, but at least he got a kill from that. So yeah, Udyr now going to get this last minion, and finally a blue buff on Kog'Maw. So yeah, he needed the Tear of the Goddess because, well, he didn't get any blue buffs. So only 272 additional mana so far. Needs to spam his skills a little bit more, and preferably with a little bit of room between them, because I think there's a 3-second delay. Yeah, 3-second cooldown. And because of that, if you spam your ultimate like 3 times in a row, you only get well, you only get 1 stack. And yeah, that's what he keeps doing, of course, in fights, because that's what you need to do. So yeah, if you just can keep spamming like the glue and the arcane barrage, then those kind of skills, yeah, you can lose a little bit of mana for that. I mean, it's 50 mana, and this one, yeah, this one's rather expensive, but the Q is cheap as well. So you can spam those skills a little bit, and if you do that once every few seconds, then you should be fine. So the whole enemy team gathering up in mid, including this guy, who is going to come in through a kind of wrong entrance, and he is going to get nuked down here. Nicely done. They pick up the easy kill. Yeah, that was a completely wrong approach, and you can see why they had no vision. The team was all the way over here, so there was no way they could help him, because if they wanted to help him, they had to go through the red team to help him out, and that was just not going to work. So once again, never overestimate the Yorick players. Of course, he should have gone this way and then joined up with his team either over here or all the way in the back over there. So the dragon is going to go to what I'm assuming is the red team, and of course I didn't watch, so but I'm assuming they got that. Although Lux may have... No, she didn't steal it with her ultimate. She may have been able to, because they had a ward on it. But she didn't do that. Oh, a nice kill there. And he is racking up those stacks, man. That's 5 stacks already. Or maybe 6 even. Can't really read. And, oh, the brand gets taken down by Kartz's ultimate. The other 2 here are still there, and oh, Kill doing a good job. That's how you use the Kill ultimate. I'll show it again, because we see so little Kill players do this correctly. He runs in the middle of the enemy team, and he knows that this moment is when he takes most of the damage, and he uses his ultimate beautifully to prevent like 700 damage right there in those 2 seconds. And yeah, therefore she survives. Yeah, I said he, I know. The first time. I keep messing up the fact that Kill is a she. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out! Oh, wow, he gets out! Oh man! That would have been such a bummer if he died there, because he has a lot of stacks now, and he's going to lose a lot of stacks if he dies. Man, that was risky. So yeah, Misfortune doing a lot of damage there onto the Graves, but Graves is going to back off completely. And they have to let this mid tower go because there's nobody to defend. Kale is too low. Brand is coming in now, but he's not going to be able to stop this. Yeah, it's no problem. It's better to lose a turret with no deaths than to get killed with, or to get 2 of you guys killed because they're trying to defend it. Because if 2 of you guys get killed, they're going to take the tower anyway. So a tower really doesn't mean that much, at least the first ones. The inhibitor towers, yeah, that's a completely different story, of course. But yeah, losing one tower, who cares? It's a good trade for what they did earlier, and it is still 3-3 in towers, so they're still 3,000 gold ahead, 2.5 I guess. And with 2,500 gold ahead, they should be able to carry this into the late game. Although they need to make more of a statement, well, of that they're powerful, more powerful than the enemy team. For example, by attempting to do Baron, well, not actually doing Baron, but drawing out the Baron fight, and then owning the enemy team. Because this guy keeps overextending, and if they can just make him overextend at the Baron, so by going, if they're going to do Baron, or at least pretending to go to do Baron, so for example by buying an Oracles and just taking out this ward that's over here, they know there's a ward somewhere, because there's always a ward at Baron. Well, at least there should be. There is no ward, however, from the blue team, and I just realized that this ward is of course from our team, so kind of silly. The enemy team doesn't have a ward on that the Baron, and therefore they cannot see them doing Baron. And yeah, if you just buy an Oracles, then you can be sure you can just hide in one of the bushes and wait for the enemies to come check whether you're doing Baron. So lots of damage going off with that ultimate, and yeah, this is where he needs to be. He needs to be all the way in the back, and although it seems like a pretty stupid place to be, it is where you need to be, because the rest of your team is going to move forward, going to take all of the damage, and then later in the game, you see, he picked up 2 kills right there. And yeah, 2 kills for Karthus as well. But they get an ace for 2. That's a good trade. And yeah, he picked up 2 kills there. He has 12 stacks on his Bloodthirster now. No, that's not a Soul Stealer. That's not a Bloodthirster. Come on. So 2 stacks on the 12 stacks on the Soul Stealer. And that's going to mean that he now does a lot of damage with that ultimate. A lot more than he should, because everything over 5 means that you do more damage than you should with the amount of gold you have. Or you invested in that. As I said, you need about 7 or 8 to make it worth the item spot in the late game. That's why, yeah, if you're not doing too well in the late game, that's your item to sell. So you should just sell it and go buy something else. Because, yeah, a death cap, for example, adds 140 ability power, not counting the 30% increase. But you need to get, well, an equal amount of damage on, well, on all of the other items. You can't get 140, but you can get the Hourglass, for example, which adds, I think, 120. And you can get the Rod of Ages, or the Archangel's Staff, all of which are available to you in the late game. But yeah, you need to have an item slot available to actually put them in. So if the Soul Stealer with 2 stacks is there, then obviously you want to sell that. And even when it has 5 stacks, you probably want to sell that. So yeah, they're gathering up here in mid once again and going on this, yeah, nicely done. Didn't expect Graves to be able to pick up that kill, but sure, why not? His ultimate does a lot of damage and has a very large range. Yeah, bye bye Karthus. So Brand picking up another kill. Unfortunately, he took a tower shot there. Oh, but no ultimate from Karthus, so it's no problem. That must have been close to done, because he used that in the previous team fight. He actually had it up. At least it seems he had it up. And yeah, this kill will have to back off, because if she gets stacked up a little bit, then the Karthus ultimate will actually finish her off. And yeah, they're going to go full in here. Karthus will be up in a few seconds, and if he ults and someone is low, that is of course very painful. But yeah, by this time Kog'Maw is doing so much damage, as well as some of the others. Oh, this guy is going to die. No! Oh, what are you doing, Kill? You could have saved him. Oh man. So after doing that brilliant ultimate earlier, this was a fail ultimate. Oh, that was such a shame. I thought she had that. I thought she understood she needed to prevent the Karthus ultimates from hitting. But apparently not. Of course the heal would have been good enough probably, but the ultimate would have been the ultimate solution. Oh, I really thought she had that. Yeah, she did a very good ultimate on Mumu earlier in the fight over here when Kog'Maw was all the way in the back and I was commenting on Kog'Maw, but Mumu was all the way in the front and he got ulted right at the correct moment, taking a lot of damage out of that fight, and therefore he was still at about 70% health when all of the damage had been done, and that is of course excellent situation for you, and that's why they picked up so many kills there, because everyone just used all their damage on a Mumu, and then a Mumu stayed alive. So yeah, that's of course exactly what you want out of that fight. That's, yeah, it sucks to be the enemy team at that moment, but well, that's the way it is. So Kill has a Phantom Dancer and a Bloodthirster. That is a pretty big purchase there. And a red pot. So yeah, the Baron is up for grabs here, but they do not have an Oracles. Might have been better for Kill to invest in an Oracles instead of in a red pot. But they're going to take this dragon without any contention at all. They have 2 wards out. This one is excellently placed. Of course, they can easily see this guy coming in, who is once again overextending. I'm never going to overestimate the Yorick players again. This ward should have been over here. That way you have way more vision and way more warning. Yeah, this one could also have been over here, but that would have been probably like 4 seconds more walking. And they didn't want to delay the Baron anymore, so it's in an excellent spot to still see everything. And this way they could see the Yorick coming in from this side. Because the lane wasn't pushed up properly, well, if the lane is pushed up to here, you can see someone coming in through this entrance, so it should be no problem. But in this case, yeah, the ward did what it was supposed to do. It gave them vision over what they needed to see. Oh, they're fighting here as well as on this turret, and I was kind of following this fight. And is he going to live? Yes, he is going to easily live. So yeah, moving on to this front side of the fight. Kill is just nuking everyone, and that red pot really coming in very handy. And they're just going to kill these turrets and kill the Nexus, because what's this guy going to do? He's not going to defend that. So a surrender coming in, and that's the end of it. So well played, the Magi Soul Stealer, a little bit risky. Also, yeah, because he got no blue buffs, the Tear of the Goddess would be a good choice. Otherwise, if you get the blue buffs, skip the Tear of the Goddess and go for the Rod of Ages. It's cheaper, at least I think it's cheaper, and it makes you more tanky. And as Kog'Maw, you want to be more tanky. But yeah, if you only die once, I guess you're still okay. So how many stacks did he get in the end? He got 20 stacks. Huh. Well, that's impressive. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!